Hello, today I want to talk to you about boundaries. And I do believe that setting boundaries actually is a fundamental and lays a foundation for building self-esteem and confidence. Boundaries are very important. We find that when we're losing our self-esteem, and confidence, it's because someone is overstepping the boundaries. They're treating us in a way that is not acceptable and a way that we don't like. And as part of that journey, we are losing our confidence, our self esteem, our self respect, and respect for ourselves. The other person who is doing the damage, as it were, may not even realize that they're overstepping the boundaries and how they're making you feel. That's why it's really important for you as an individual to take control of that. Only you can change what is happening, and that means making a stand for yourself in order to let other people know, actually, I'm not going to accept this type of behavior. I love myself, I respect myself, I value myself, and you're not going to run gunshot all over me. That's the underlying factor. So setting boundaries is very important. One of the things that I learned when I started to when I realised I've got to set boundaries for myself. I'm being abused here. My time is not being valued. The work that I'm doing is not being respected, and other people thinking that I can just do whatever whenever they command it or speak to me in a way that is not very positive, not very nice. Trying to communicate that to individuals actually can be very frustrating. It sometimes you're not getting through to the other person that you're not going to be accepting this. What I quickly realised is actually I have to make a stand and take action. And it was the action that I was taking for myself that encouraged the change, that made the change that was to come. So one of the things was around, saying no. If you didn't want to do something or it wasn't in your capacity, you are allowed to say no. Actually, I'm not able to do that. You can actually say, I'm able to help you on a different day or a different time, but I can't do it at this time. And you don't even have to justify it. Okay? Two, not doing things that is always expected. So even though you're not asked, you'll still do an action that actually you're not happy with. So stop doing it. Stop doing it. If you stop doing it, other people will then see, actually, that's not April's I'm saying April because I'm speaking about myself, but that's not April's job. That's not April's vocation. That's not what April does when she's got time for herself. She's entitled to do that. So making a stand, and I do believe actions speak louder than words, because sometimes the words are falling on deaf ears and we need to make a stand for ourselves. So setting those boundaries are key. How do you stick to it? One of the things that I did was writing them down. Write a journal or a bit of paper on the fridge, writing them down, saying, I am not going to accept, and make a list of the behaviours that you're not going to accept in your life anymore. Speak positively about yourself. I am worthy. My time is valuable. I do have esteem. I am going to be positive today. Speak positively to yourself. I am not going to allow XYZ to tell me what to do anymore. So speak it out for yourself. It doesn't have to be with anyone else, but for yourself. Yeah? So setting boundaries. Remember, actions speak louder than words. It's nearly 5 minutes. I'm going to sign off now. I'm going to write a bit more on my website, so you can go to www.aprilsdawn.com and also maybe write a bit more on my Facebook, which is at April's Dawn 1. So you can connect with me on those platforms. And please subscribe to the channel. I'll be bringing out more videos moving forward. I hope that you're finding them useful. And I'm going to say peace, love and unity to all of you out there. And I will speak to you soon. Blessings.